YouTube, I don't know what to say. I don't know if this is like the end times or this was like the like a beautiful business opportunity, because I'll get to that. DoorDash will let users buy now, pay later for fast food, a possible worrying sign for the economy. So what that means is that DoorDash is now partnering up with KLARNA, which is a buy now, pay later app service. And I have two minds with this. And the reason why is because business wise, fantastic. Like honestly, and it's funny, I think I was joking about this. I watched KLARNA, right? Really good YouTuber. I love his content. He's really good. And honestly, he's what kind of made me think about paying more attention to my finances. I already paid attention to my finances. I was very frugal. But when it came to like investing and everything like that, he really put my mind onto that more so than before. But I remember thinking to myself, I was like, yeah, what's next? They're gonna like make you do that. People gonna put like KLARNA on fast food or fast food on KLARNA. And I just remember thinking it on this one episode that because someone was using KLARNA in the firm, and we're here now. The reason why I say part of me is like this is a great idea because the point of a business is not to indulge in people's feelings. It's not to worry about how people feel. It's to make money. It's to make profit. It's to be able to get your business to like such a high standing to where you can't fail. And when you do fail, it's not really going to affect you so much. That's how I see business. It's to make money, to profit. But on the other side, this is some diabolical work. And the reason why it's diabolical, because you know there's going to be the more ignorant of us, the more ignorant people that's going to think this is a fantastic idea. You know, I know a lot of people are going to say, well, this is going to affect, you know, communities that, you know, don't get paid a lot and people that are really in financial and economic straits. Look, people that are in financial and economic straits are already buying the fast food that wasn't good for them in the first place. This just makes it easier for them to be irresponsible and to do it more haphazardly. So that's why I have two minds about it, because on one hand, great business opportunity and it's smart. But on the other hand, diabolical work, because you already know people are going to be ignorant and just start being like, oh, I could buy the type of fast food I want and I can't really afford it, but I could split it into like 4 or 5 different payments. And it's like, but that's not good because that's a debt. You do know this. I'm gonna stop talking. We're gonna jump right into it. Buy now, pay later services are typically used on large purchases like furniture, but now one service is branching out into fast food. DoorDash is partnering with KLARNA, a financial company that lets customers schedule small payments over a set period of time. A new partnership announced Thursday. When the option launches soon, DoorDash users can use KLARNA to pay in 4 interest-free payments or deferred payments and let people pick a date that aligns with their paycheck schedules, according to a press release. Look, I'm gonna just say this right now, and people can take it however they want. I don't give a damn. If you cannot afford to pay for fast food and you got to put it on KLARNA to separate into 4 payments, fast food, then there's a lot of other things you should be worrying about besides fast food, especially DoorDash. It's different if you go there, I guess. It's a little bit different. But if you, unless there's a specific reason, and I'm going to say this very clearly, if you won't get off your goddamn ass, walk and or drive to go get your fast food, and you decide to use DoorDash, and then you decide to use KLARNA, you deserve everything that's coming to you. You do. Because that is some real lazy, lackadaisical type shit. Because it's fast food. It's one thing if it was like restaurants, because as far as I know, DoorDash, it says into fast food. So I'm kind of wondering. I don't use services like DoorDash and all that type of stuff. I don't believe in doing that. 1, I cook. 2, I think it's a waste of money. And 3, it's just fucking stupid. I don't see the point in doing that. And also, I don't use KLARNA, Affirm, I don't use any of that stuff. I only knew about that stuff from watching Caleb Hammer, and then a few of my homegirls, they use it, and I'm just like, yeah, this shit sounds stupid. But before that, I never even knew about it. My question is, are they gonna classify fast food as everything you could get on DoorDash, or specifically fast food restaurants? Because I don't know, like that's just kind of weird. Like you're gonna split fast food into 4 payments? How? A McDouble? A Baconator? Like how can you split that into 4 just pay it? If you literally can't afford a large fry and some chicken nuggets, I don't even know what to say. That's sad. There's other things that need to be done before you decide to use DoorDash of all things to go get food. But let's continue. Buy now, pay later services, which also include Affirm and Apple. Oh shit, Apple does it too. Have exploded over the past few years. However, many economists and consumer advocates say that widespread use of these services, plus a lack of transparency and little regulatory oversight, leaves them wondering just how much debt Americans are actually getting into. Yes, I wanted that quite a bit because, and you know what? Let me just disagree with this a little bit. I'm tired of people saying there's no transparency. People refuse to read. People refuse to read the fine print of things when they sign up for stuff, especially when they put their little card info into it and then they want to complain about things. Before I sign up for anything, unless I already know what's in it, I read through it. When I don't understand something, I look it up and I read through it. Yes, they kind of are not being that transparent, but overall, the majority of people are not reading things anyway. They just, oh, I get to pay for this? They click on it. I remember I seen that on Amazon. That's what I saw it on. And it said split up to 4 payments. I was like, why would I do that? I just pay for it now. Because if I can't afford it now, I probably shouldn't be buying it. That's my mindset when it comes to it. During last year's holiday shopping season, Adobe said that the BNPL usage hit an all-time high, raking in more than $18 billion in online spending. Wow. Growing nearly 10% compared to the same time period a year earlier. The option is particularly attractive to younger cash-strapped consumers who are looking to make their paychecks stretch further. Look, that's cool and all, but like I said, if you can't afford it and you got stretched out to 4, because remember, this was only for big purchases, but now they're going to have it for fast food. Like, if it was like just all restaurants on DoorDash, I guess I could see the appeal, because let's just say you want to get something from, I don't know what's on DoorDash, but whatever they have that might be a little bit pricey, that crab boil or like Thai food or Vietnamese food or whatever, and it's a bit pricey, I guess I can understand it. But how much are you buying in fast food that you need to split up into 4 payments? Like, is it like are people spending like $150 plus on DoorDash? Especially if it's just for them, like that's what I don't know, that's just kind of weird. Because if you're getting it for other people, I would expect that they would probably put in, or if you want to do like a little treat, I guess like that is a little bit different. But I don't know. Be careful out there. Don't use it. Honestly, don't use it. To make money, the BNPL providers charge merchants between 1.5 to 7% of the transaction price, according to Kansas City Federal Reserve research. For some retailers, the costs are worth it. According to research from RBC Capital Markets, which showed online BNPL offerings boosted average ticket sales by 30% to 50% and increased the share of customers who ultimately made a purchase. Americans have found themselves in more and more debt recently. In the fourth quarter of last year, overall debt levels increased by 0.5% to 18.4 trillion. Oh my gosh. According to the quarterly report on household debt and credit, a report from the Federal Reserve Bank of New York. Yeah, because a lot of time I've seen on TikTok as well, 'cause I wanted to talk about this, but I was trying to find like a way to like get into it more. I guess this is a perfect segue. A lot of people don't see like those buy now, pay laters as debts. They just see it as like, oh, I'm just making payments, which is the definition of a debt. So I don't really see how people don't see it like that. But yes, especially if it's something that you don't particularly need. Look, I'm not calling nobody out, but a hit dog will holler. If you are out here spending money that you do not have on concert tickets, freaking like hotel stays, Airbnbs, stay your ass at home. I'm sorry, stay your ass at home, because if you can't afford it, you got stretched out to 4 payments along with other things that people are also paying for, rent, car insurance, other debts like credit cards and maybe student loans, and you think it's wise to be using buy now, pay laters. I'm just saying, do what you want to do. You're grown, but I don't think this is a smart choice. To be using Affirm and Afterpay and all those other type of services in general, I don't think that's smart. But to combine it with the 2 things that are really effing people's finances up, DoorDash and then a buy now, pay later, wow. Like I said, business-wise, fantastic. Like, because you know you're gonna find the consumers. That's what you're gonna find. You're gonna find people that are gonna use it to high hell. But on, I guess, a more moral side, yeah, this is scary. This is scary. The report also found that the share of households becoming seriously delinquent in missed payment for 90 plus days on their auto loans and credit cards is at 14-year highs. The partnership with DoorDash comes as KLARNA continues to expand its offerings ahead of going public with plans to list on the New York Stock Exchange in the coming weeks. Yeah, I'm about to buy into their stock, you know. That's another thing too. If you're not going to utilize these companies that are definitely using you, they are, at least buy into them. Trust me, because with this, they're making a killing and it's about to soar. So do your research. This is not financial advice. I don't want them to come back being like, I don't care if you lost all that money. That's on you. But what I'm saying is do your research and look into it, see if it's a good investment. But for me, I'll be doing my research to look into it and see if I can invest into that, because looks like they're making a killing. Oh, for your guys, it's hard-earned money, so do what you want to do. The partnership with DoorDash comes as Klarna continues to expand its offerings ahead of going public. I already read that. The Swedish fintech company reported last week a 24% surge in 2024 revenue, cashing in on the BNPL craze, which is projected to surpass 160 billion over the next 7 years. Like I said, do your own research, but I'll be looking into it. In addition to food delivery, DoorDash also lets people buy large ticket items through third-party merchants like Best Buy and the Home Depot. Wow. That's smart. Like I said, business-wise, smart. Everything else is, it's just kind of scary. I'll say that right now. And look, I'll say this. You can take it however you want. If you need to be using these services to be able to get fast food of all things, not even like legit food, fast food of all things, it's different. They had it for grocery services. That's diabolical. That would be crazy work. Smart, but wow, that's almost evil, but not really, but really smart. If it's for fast food, maybe you should be cooking. Maybe you should make you an egg sandwich or some shit, because yeah, and I know eggs are up. Trust me, I eat like 3 or 4 eggs a day. Trust me, I know eggs are up, but if you're considering doing this of all things, you got bigger things to worry about, because that's frightening. It's terrifying. Very terrifying. Tell me, have any of you, I'm pretty sure some of you have, Klarna Afterpay? What was your experience with it? I'm not planning to use it, but definitely something I'm going to look more into, because once I heard what it was, I kind of just threw it to the side. I don't really care much about that. And give me your thoughts on this. Like, do you think this was a good decision? I don't think it was a good decision. I think this is going to take advantage of a lot of very ignorant, stupid people. Because it's sad to say, a lot of people are going to see this as like a blessing. Like, oh man, I could finally get 10 biggie bags for like $2 because I'm doing however that math adds up or whatever, and how people are going to rationalize that this is a good idea. But yeah, I think the whole thing is just ridiculous. It's crazy. But you guys already know the drill. This is Bruce GNT. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe if you want more. There will be more. But that's it for now. I'll see you next time. Peace.